Hello and welcome to Tech Dictated. In the previous video, we've talked about the SR flip-flops and the SR latches, and we also looked at their timing diagrams. And so before we proceed to looking at the JK flip-flop and the D type, let's first look at the preset and clear. Now, we have a lot of inputs, the synchronous inputs as we call them. We have the S, we have the R, we have the JK, and we also have the D. Those are synchronous inputs, okay? They just feed in data, and depending on the clock signal, they will, the inputs will be taken in or not, as I talked about in the SR circuit of the flip-flop, SR flip-flop. So today we look at the preset and the clear. Now, the preset and the clear are asynchronous inputs to the flip-flop. They do what they're supposed to do, regardless of whether the clock is high, regardless of the inputs S and R or J and K or D, whichever flip-flop you're using. So even though we've not talked about them, the pre just appear at the top. So in the SR flip-flop, all these are flip-flops. So in the SR, we have the pre-clear in the D type and pre-clear in the JK flip-flop. So all this use pre and clear, but their function, the function of pre and clear is so that pre sets the flip-flop, clear resets it. Regardless of what these inputs are, regardless of the clock signal, this will set, this will reset. So when you press this, you're setting. When you press this, you're resetting, regardless of these inputs. These are the synchronous inputs. This is the asynchronous input. Just to make it clearer, let me just grab a piece of paper. Okay. Now, in the preset, okay, when you click on preset, what you do, Q will be 1, Q naught will be 0. When you reset, this will be setting, okay? Then clear will be resetting. So when you clear, what you're really doing is Q, set it to 0, Q not 1, and this is setting, resetting, preset sets, reset, clear resets. So when we press both preset and clear, what happens is that we go to an invalid state. Just like all the two we've talked about, there's always this invalid state we keep mentioning. And when both are the same, we go to the SR, because that's what we've previously talked about. When both are high, we go to an invalid state, just like it just acts as the SR circuit, the SR latch. Yeah. So this is mostly used in when you're using multiple flip-flops together to perform a function on a multi-bit binary word or a single line. Then you need to set or reset all of them at once. This we will look at later on, quite later on. And so when you need to reset everything at once, you can just click on any of this and all will be set or all will be reset. So it depends with the function you want to achieve, and choosing one, whichever it is, whether it's the D type, which is used as the data storage, or this, which is used as a way to set and reset multiple flip-flops. You just choose according to the function you want. Before I leave, I forgot to mention one other detail. This is the active high. This is the active high, pre and clear. Okay, and this is the active low. Notice the difference with the notes. We have like a form of 0 on this one, but this one does not have. So this is active, active high, active low. The same will be for any of these two. I just thought I'd draw one, since we don't need to see them all for us to understand. Yeah, so when we see the notes, it means active low. When we do not see the notes, it means active high.